All right, welcome back everybody to OWC 2025, where we have what will hopefully be a fantastic matchup here for you guys today. South Korea up against Russia. In the losers bracket, so the final losers bracket matchup of the semifinal stage. Should be a fantastic one. Commentating one. This one is Vordy, and I'm joined alongside Blank Tap. What are your thoughts on this matchup, man? It's a close one, so I'm hoping it's gonna be good.
Pretty interesting. I mean, looking at the previous statistics, South Korea, they got reading on lockdown. Their hidden is basically unbeatable when faced against Russia. But you know, the boys in Russia, they are mechanical demons, winning DT1, DT2, and the precision DT4. They went all out on the double time. So I'm very excited to see the clash of the two skill sets. South Korea, however, not a slouch either. They almost got a triple FC on the DT3, and they're just gonna run it back on this very same pool.
Yeah, I mean, South Korea opted to double ban tapping up against Norway, which made sense on paper. They banned DT2, they banned Fremont 2. But then, as you said, they had that monstrous DT3 score, getting like 3.6 million. I think they had 2 FCs and a near FC. I wonder if they go for that similar strategy, because if they do, which I think would be very fair to ban 2 stamina maps away from Russia. Russia's very good at stamina. Russia just might not want to touch that double time 3 at all, and might just opt for more aiming mechanics for flow aim.
That is true. Alt is definitely something very contestable. I think Russia got about 80k leaders, something like that, against the UK. So you know, something to watch out for between these two teams. And already South Korea not going to change their plan, or at least the first ban. It's going to be DT2 again, and Fremont 2 is definitely basically guaranteed at this point as a ban for them as well.
It's likely, and if I had to expect what Russia's going to ban, it's most likely that No Mod 5 Hidden 2, and it is, yep. It's the exact same bans they had against the United Kingdom as well. So if South Korea bans Fremont 2, we're going to see back-to-back the same bans these two teams had in their prior matchups. That, for South Korea, leaves them a lot of alt to pick into. So they do ban that Fremont 3. That gives them No Mod 3 as an option. That gives them Fremont 3 as an option. So I think they're going to be very happy to see those maps open this time.
Indeed. No more reading. Not too much tapping, I suppose. No Mod 2 is there, but that is more of a raw flow aim test than anything. DT3, however, is very much up and open for South Korea, so very curious on that. Didn't really know actually who picked DT3 in their match against Norway. Any info?
I believe it was Norway. I believe it was Norway, which...
Oh.
I mean, considering South Korea banned DT2 and Fremont 2, I doubt they were expecting a 3.6 million on the DT3.
Everything else is fair game. Something that I'm very interested in is Russia on the precision. I think South Korea did pretty decently on Hot Rock too, but South Korea played Hot Rock in their match, Russia played DT4 on their match, both of them winning on their respective picks. So this is, yeah, I mean, that's gonna be a bit of a 50-50, a bit of a scramble if push comes to shove at the after the picks run out for both sides. But the question remains, what is South Korea going to pick first? I mean, they did really well on Hidden 3. I think someone got a full combo on that. I think, was it Fortuna or...
Funnily enough, it was, I think both teams picked Hidden 3 in their matchup, but I think South Korea in that head-to-head came out way on top. They're going to pick that No Mod 3, so South Korea is still potentially the best alt team in the tournament. They can pump up some insane alt scores. This map, along with the Fremont 3, was banned against them by Norway, so we haven't seen them on this map yet in this pool, but always really hyped to see a team this good at alt get to pick something that they're this good at. But Russia, you know, they picked that Hidden 3 before. They clearly don't mind alt, but I don't think they're as consistent as South Korea.
The line to cross for South Korea is a 1.76 million score from Russia. Russia did win against the UK by about 80k, but again, South Korea is a bit on another level on these aim control alt picks, and definitely going to see the likes of Flying Tuna, I feel, on this map.
Oh, I mean, almost certainly, barring a catastrophe. And I mean, yeah, Russia won this against the United Kingdom, but probably expect South Korea to put up a better score than either team did in that matchup. And considering they first picked it, they know the scores. They should be feeling pretty confident here. It's a very awkward alt map. It's not super conventional. Lots of tricky rhythms, lots of, I guess I would call ankle breaker patterns that can just throw you off. On top of its pretty high star rating mechanical demand, so you need to be a very, very good alt player to get through this one.
Yeah, this map, I mean, you know, you get the good part in the alt map and you get the bad part on the alt map. This map cherry picks all of those bad patterns and put it in this one neat present. Plenty of these doubles into single, those very awkward triples, these sudden doubles, kind of random like in the middle of the patterns and at the end. I mean, it's quite the control of a map, and South Korea ready to unleash it as their very first pick, interestingly enough indeed. Now KJK flying to the Nama Miyakokoro is in, waiting for one more player. On the other side, Scroll, Walter, Deske, and Vlados. And Allegrisimo is back in.
Allegrisimo back in. He is South Korea's first pick on maybe their best skill set. It's either this or reading. But you could argue that alt is even stronger of theirs. It's just Russia has a better chance of contesting on an alt map. I mean, this map is pretty short. It's 2 minutes 10 seconds. I recall there being a really, really hard pattern somewhere around the middle. So it's going to be tough to combo through that. If Russia's feeling good, maybe they can get 1 or 2 players through that section with the combo. Look for the contest, but you expect South Korea to be pretty strong on this one.
It's starting off with the spinner. South Korea goes on top by about 8k, but this grand scheme of things not gonna matter too much, but or maybe it will, who knows. Other than that, you just gotta play the game first. Soldiers coming in, Allegrismo with the first miss overall in this matchup. Russia still holding a 4, down to a 3, as we are tying things up with 7k lead inside of South Korea.
Yeah, the early miss from Suk as well. But accuracies looking pretty good for almost everyone. Allegrisimo going to find some misses. You can see some of these awkward patterns, these doubles that demand you stay before moving forward. But some big combos. Welter going to find a big miss as well. Suk building recovery. Nubk JK matches Welter's miss. So now it's 2 FCs to 2 FCs, but Suk not going to be an important miss. Scrowell though matches Tuna, so now it's just Amamiya Koko versus Vlados.
Very tense, and we are reaching that center point, and Vlados unable to hit that pattern. Amamiya Kokoro, 590 combo still. It's still comfortable, but finally finding the miss is only 100k difference, and Russia has the combo advantage. Not too much anymore though, as Norton finds a miss almost like Flying Tuna. Noki JK is down, and Deske alongside Vlados, and only Desuk right now at 300 combo against Amamiya, and Allegrisimo's 200. It's slowly but surely shifting to the right. A quarter of the map remains, not much time remaining.
Gonna be a scramble in this ending, not many combos. The scorelines aren't super high, but South Korea still has that 120k score advantage. And it's not really going down too much, but Desuk is doing their best. Welter, Scroll on the recoveries. But South Korea is looking pretty decent in this ending here, and there's just not enough time, I don't think, barring any chain misses, for Russia to try to take this one back and seal it away. Does look like South Korea should just be able to secure their first pick here.
Accuracy advantage was too much, a quadruple 98% before Allegrisimo's chain miss at the end there. Going to secure their point, nice and tidy, 1-0. And we are going to Russia's first pick. And definitely expecting something tapping heavy, but not much tapping maps remaining on the map, so I do feel precision is potentially something they can go for, or probably something more straightforward, something more aimy. The choices are still there for them.
I mean, they could go for Hard Rock, as you mentioned, for precision. Russia, very solid Hard Rock team. Otherwise, they could go for Flow Aim. I think you maybe just avoid that double time 3. They didn't pick it against UK. I don't recall if I think that was open. But if it wasn't, I mean, still, with South Korea, what they did on it, you might just want to be a bit wary of that one. So you have Hard Rock, you have Mechanics. Likely just avoid all of the ult maps, which has a decent amount in the free mod pool, especially with free mod 3, free mod 4. But free mod 1's an option for them. A pretty Flow Aim heavy map. They picked it against UK, but they're going to go for the Hard Rock 3, so not an interesting pick in the sense that it's a tech map, which I think favors South Korea a little bit. This is something South Korea picked up against Norway, so.
This is quite interesting indeed. South Korea almost getting 2 million, 1.9 million score as a team against Norway, but probably looking at that potential fourth player difference right now. Chipori was the last one, or the fourth player last time they played, and he got 350k, so Russia probably feeling much more confident as a team, covering all 4 slots with a much more decent score, so let's see if it will work out for them.
An interesting thing to know about this map, although it is pretty techy, the hardest part for sure is the Flow Aim, notably the cut streams and the acceleration streams. So Russia being just a really good Flow Aim team in general, I actually do like the look of this pick, and if they win it, puts up free mod 1 as an option, maybe no mod 2 later down the line, so this can build up into other picks later on. But South Korea, very, very good tech team, so you want to respect them on hitting those cut streams, but especially this introduction, it's a short map, it's under 2 minutes, very, very volatile.
Especially something to look forward to. Well, something to kind of dread upon is this singular fast slider, 1/3 into the map, and probably gonna see 1 or 2 slider breaks on there. Who knows? Player of this caliber sure to make too elementary of a mistake, but you never know what could happen under such pressure.
Never know. I mean, those kick sliders can be landmines in maps like this, especially as you mentioned, if you have any amounts of nerves, just let it slip your mind, leave a little bit too early, and it's gone. But lineups are in. It's going to be Abami Kokoro, Allegrisimo, Flying Tuna, Karcher. On the side of Rush, we have Gamer, Lexter 2S, Welter, and Desuk. So Russia's first pick here, going into a little bit of contested waters, picking tech into Korea, but with the Flow Aim parts of this, with the hard rock element of this, should be looking good for them.
Going into this one now. Accuracy, not too much of a difference just yet, but Flying Tuna with Allegrisimo, the early double miss, but worry not, ladies and gentlemen, you'll see plenty of those in this Flow Aim-centric tech map. The Silk and Lex 2S, and also Walter, the triple miss, however, going to the slider, leaving only Gamer to fend off against Amamiyakoko and Karcher.
Man, that triple miss was on the more generic aim section, but it does get pretty spaced, and unfortunately that'll take away all of their early combos. As Gamer finds a miss as well, it's all of the FC is gone from the side of Russia. And then Miyakoko is still holding onto that last remaining FC. Tuna on a very, very good recovery. Allegrisimo as well. Not too long of a map as well, so Russia will really need to build up these recoveries as best as they can if they want to have a chance at this.
Not be their friend while they're going at it though. 300k difference, and Amamiyakoko still holding it down for South Korea. Plankton and Allegrisimo, miraculous recovery as well. The final full combo goes down, but South Korea has 2 more in their back pocket with their massive 500-400 combo right now. 370k lead. This is near impossibility of bringing it back, but things can happen. And there's a triple miss. Going to the last section. 1 miss from Russia. It's over. 250k difference is ticking down. Time is running out right now for the Flying Tuna is holding it down for South Korea. The fort is still standing. And Russia with the triple miss. Flying Tuna is down. but Lexus 2S will go down as well. It's done. Oh my god.
Yeah, an unfortunate start for Russia as they open up their first pick with a break point. I mean, that was always the risk going into it. I think some unfortunate misses. A couple of the players in Russia hitting the hardest parts, hitting the cut streams, but missing on easier sections. But sometimes that's just how it goes. It's Flying Tuna with the S rank, 740k. Absolutely fantastic score. And Russia having a little bit of struggles with Gamer not having the best score. And South Korea now up 2-0 going into their second pick.
The best of start. Their score right now won't even beat South Korea's last run, which is kind of crazy. And we're back into South Korea's own pick. I mean, the hidden slot is still very much open for South Korea. Probably gonna go into another ulti maps. Hidden 3, Fremont 3 is on the table. Fremont 4 is much more bit mechanically oriented. Definitely the first in the beginning to take a note of, but that is also a very valid pick for them. They have plenty of ways, plenty of maps remaining in this map pool that is quite obvious for them.
I mean, it does feel like for sure South Korea will not run out of picks that they feel pretty good about. Between the hidden, 2 of the free mods, no mod 4, I mean, that's 5 maps already that they should be pretty advantaged on. I mean, both of the head-to-heads, both of these teams played the Hidden 1 and Hidden 3 in early matchups, and South Korea came out ahead by a good margin on both of them. I think Free Mod 3 is maybe the most obvious pick here, but they have plenty of choices.
Yes, sweet time of course not going to rush. Just slowly but surely talking about it, thinking about it. But I would agree, Free Mod 3 is, again, it is the closest thing to... Oh, never mind, just shut me up I suppose. Hidden 1 going straight into the pick and fast jumps alongside these very interesting slider ramp, especially Humorous storyboard. If you guys see the showcase.
Yeah, the storyboard of this map is awesome. If you're familiar with the map Lag Train, you might recognize some of the jump patterns here. That is intentional. But yeah, mostly an aim-focused map, a mechanics-focused map. It's AR 9.7, 215 BPM, so it's not super dense, honestly. This isn't the most, you don't have to be a super comfortable hidden player. It mostly comes down to the mechanics, but some of the angles definitely can be accentuated with the hidden. South Korea, I believe they won the head-to-head on this map. Both teams played it by, let's see, like from between 200 and 400k. So if they can repeat a performance like that, it'd be looking good for them. Russia, though, this is an opportunity for the breakpoint. They are a good team. They have the players for this, but you just have to lock in for 3.5 minutes of very difficult aim.
The 1.6 million last run was a bit of a low ball. South Korea betting on it with their 2 million last run, so yeah, 400k lead. But let's see if both teams can improve on their respective scores. South Korea definitely has the advantage nonetheless, as GLaDOS completes Russia's team, and as we are waiting for this capture, we see Amamiya, we see no KJK.
After we see Tuna, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, okay.
Tuna getting 600k last time, which is very, very good score. 2 misses as well. So we'll be looking to repeat a performance like that.
Here we go, no time like the present. Good luck, Avan. It's time for Strange Program, and it is not the old map.
Honestly, mapping wise, very feels like a new school type of map in the sense of just how some of the jump patterns are honestly pretty comfy. They're just very hard, very difficult.
Alright, here we go, already looking at the beautiful sliders. Just fast sliders all across the screen, like you're cleaning your monitor. First fire there, Gamer and Desuk finding the first misses. Walter as well, leaving only Vlados as South Korea holds with a quad full combo. Down to 2v0 though.
I mean, yeah, those slider aim jump patterns, so easy to break on, so difficult to read, so it just leaves Flying Tune and NokeJK on the FCs. As we enter the more traditional aim section, you can see the lag train jumps coming in. Glados and Karsh are finding some extra misses. It's going to be South Korea to have the advantage early. Gamer as well finding another break. Isuk loses the recovery and nobody can really get a foothold here. It's just Tuna as NokeJK finds a miss as well.
Not too far gone for Russia as well, but South Korea definitely chipping away with this lead. 50k difference, and Flying Tuna, the last man standing, the freshest fish in the sea. 520 combo, and he is still swimming away. Triple mission from Russia, leaving him in the soup, but it's contested by both NokeJK and Carter alike. 120k, and it's still increasing going into this lower space section of this hidden one.
Meanwhile, Tuna's FC is completely uncontested as he has the score lead for South Korea further and further, hitting all of these sections, hitting those cut doubles, phenomenal accuracy as well, 99.6%. Doing even more. You have Karcher, you have NokeJK on those recoveries. The Suk, though, is doing their best, as well as Vlados. But, I mean, you just need Tuna to miss if you want Russia to have a chance of taking this, but he's looking so confident.
Indeed, that's the trade from NokeJK and Walter. The Suk finding a miss with a 0 reply from South Korea, and Flying Tuna, he is still eating his cake, finally finding a miss, but Carter is still there with the backup combo, with the backup generator. South Korea is still poured up and ready to go with 400k lead, with no contest in the side of Russia.
Russia losing all of their big recoveries, pretty much no significant combos to speak of. NokeJK is the highest, just hitting 300. And that's great for South Korea as they have a 450k score lead. It's still only building with a quarter of the map left. Almost certainly the pick is done with just how strong South Korea played that first half.
The score will not go anywhere for now, as everyone's just kind of trying to recover with their combo. The 1-2's coming in now, and the Suk with Volta finding the double miss. Vlados as well will follow. Traded out by NokeJK, but no one else inside South Korea. Back and forth coming in. Karcher finding a miss as well. Flying Tuna still holding on in this ending section. 550 combo going to the triples. Burst, and burst. Everyone's just kind of faltering, but Amamiya Kokoro holds it down. And that is going to be the third point for South Korea in a row.
South Korea been looking, I mean, even better on this pick than their first pick. So far, the No Mod 3 was the closest map to start off with, and Russia now down 0-3 as they go into their next pick, and really need to find something here. You don't want to let things get out of hand too much. If you're down 4-0 up against a team like South Korea as they go into the next pick, it's looking pretty gloomy. This is the losers bracket as well, but they don't hesitate. They go straight into the free mod 1, so picking into mechanics, picking into flow aim consistency primarily. A little bit worried about this one because the hardest part of the map is the cut streams, and South Korea's pretty good at cut streams, but it's the BPM that's the main difference. 204 BPM, a lot more of a stamina check.
Last time, Lexi 2X was the one on Hard Rock Desuk with a standout performance of 1000 combo on hidden 630k. Definitely one of their most better looking picks. 2 million last time. South Korea, they have yet to play this, so it is a bit of a mystery, a bit of a battle in the fall. But the Russian Federation definitely much more confident in this than any other maps.
And for South Korea, I think big factor on this to match Lexu 2S in the Hard Rock is likely going to be Karcher, you'd expect at least. On Hidden, honestly I have several options, but maybe Tuna is just the most obvious. with the Hidden Comfort. So two pretty good modded players. I think the big check for them, since they double banned two very stamina heavy maps, you need to have a very good degree of control over 204 BPM to be consistent on the cut streams. But I think South Korea have those players. I mean, they have the tapping for this, so it's going to mostly come down to the aim consistency. Russia has to hope they have a good run here.
Chipori will be coming in actually. Our Crisimo will be going out and Flying Tuna is in the end. I was about to bring Crisimo as a candidate for the hidden player, but does seem that your prediction might just be on the spot for South Korea. The other side, it is going to be the same lineup, it seems, from Russia from their last run, and indeed it is. Here we go, Fremont 1, good luck, have fun.
It's going to be no overmod, so Russia running the same lineup as they did previously with the same modded players, Lexi 2S on the Hard Rock, Dasuk on the Hidden, matched by Tuna on the Hidden and Karch on the Hard Rock. It's very nice, this player layout. It's perfectly symmetrical.
It is pretty nice. Karcher with the first miss in the beginning, but nothing much other than that. South Korea leading by quite a margin in the accuracy department, but things are about to equalize as Deske finding the first miss. The last round's standout performance inside of Russia, now down for the count with his FC. It's now a 3v3 situation, but swing a tiny bit to the side of Team Blue.
Looking pretty good from both teams early, but South Korea will have that combo lead, especially with Lexu 2S missing on the Hard Rock. Say likely the hardest mod to play with, but Amami Kokoro Gamer, Dasuk, all gone. Now it's just Welter with any large combo for Russia, as we still see that near three-way with that miss from Karcher likely not mattering, and Welter's gone. No combos for Russia, and it's looking bleak here already, blank tap. Well, just a quarter of the map left, but Russia might already have lost too much.
Recovery will be needed, and currently Russia being blessed by a flying tuna miss. Chipori, the last man standing on Nomad, by the way, is holding it down for South Korea, but if he falls, so does the advantage that they have. Russia building up a very solid comeback combo right now. Demon and Walter is back with their Nomad prowess, but a bit more than just that currently. This kid definitely having a bit of a problem to kind of get rid of this mental block it's having currently.
The misses from Karcher and Tuna on those modded combos gave Russia the opportunity. You see Gamer and Welter are pouncing on it. Suk having some struggles on this Hidden though. I mean, compared to getting 600k last time, not having a great run of it today. But they're still in it. Luxa 2S finds the miss, but it's Chipori with that no mod FC keeping it down for South Korea. So we have a bit of a pause.
Indeed, the 1200 combo. Gamer misses. It's only Welter against Chipori. Flying Tuna is there just chilling, cheering on Chipori. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to class. The teacher is in. Chipori teaching us about the No Mod 101. It's still going. The stream's coming in right now. One of the hardest sections, the flow, absolutely insanity. Flying to the final miss. Walter is down. No one to contest. Chipori. Oh god damn, my goodness. 1500 combo, 700k difference. Won't you believe it for the... He is not stopping at all.
I think Chipori has done more than enough now to ensure another breakpoint for South Korea. The only question remains, how far can Chipori go? 1700 combo, over 800k score. Can he go all the way?
He's hitting Chipori! 99% accuracy, 900k! Chipori! 1800 combo, and that's how you play this Fremont 1 on No Mod. Listen and learn, everyone. Take some notes, because Chipori has FC'd it. 4th point in a row.
And with that S-Reg, I mean, look at Chipori versus everybody else. The second highest score in this entire lobby's Welter with 500k, almost doubling the second highest score in the lobby. Just a masterclass from Chipori as South Korea wins that breakpoint by over 700k. So, very, very strong way to take a point off your opponent. And now they're up 4-0, going into their next pick here. And Blank Tap, I don't know, Russia, it's looking a little bit bleak here now.
I mean, looking at this, 600k down to 300, this is definitely not a good day for them. I hope to see a second win. I hope to see a bounce back coming from them. It's not over till it's over. 4 points down, but not out for the count. South Korea, however, they will have their turn under controller once again. They will have their pick next. Once more, they want number 3. They want hidden 1. I mean, mathematically, you know, number 3 plus hidden 1, it's kind of hidden 3, and they did really well, leading by 700,000 points last time they played this, theoretically, against Russia. So, once again, another obvious way forward for them.
Yeah, and I think that's what makes the situation even harder for Russia here isn't just that they're down 4 points, is that South Korea has some really, really good picks lined up. Even if Russia can take their next pick here, South Korea will still have good options, namely that hidden 3 as you mentioned. Maybe South Korea not looking for that Fremont 3 because, as we saw earlier in the USA versus Australia matchup, maybe very hidden, Hard Rock favored, but they're gonna go into No Mod 1. So actually picking into aim.
That is interesting. However, now, looking at the hidden 1, they do have the advantage on the big spacing kind of jumps. If they went out of 1, I mean, I will be confused as well, but this is some logic. 4 minutes though, so again, another consistency battle, and currently, South Korea is leading in the chart.
Currently, South Korea is leading on all of the metrics in the maps that we've seen so far. And I mean, in the past, No Mod 1, especially really late stage, generally tends to be a skill set that teams just avoid, because when you're at this point in the tournament, you really want to be worried about just the volatility of an A map like this. But South Korea, in the past, has kind of been the team to pick into No Mod 1s and do very well on them, so they're doing it here again.
Definitely pretty interesting to see how this is gonna go again. South Korea, they've mastered the consistency, but Russia, you know, they definitely have it in them to take this away, to turn the tide against their opponent. It's just gotta wake up soon enough before it's too late. Clodos, Walter, let's 2x, they're in, they're ready. Need to wait for the 4th one for Russia and 3 more for South Korea. Flying Tuna coming in. My keyboard actually this time around for South Korea. Okay, everyone should be ready soon enough. Still need 1 more for Russia, and it's gonna be the Suk.
Coming back in, and you know, if you're ever down in a matchup like this, it's honestly kind of a blessing to see your opponent pick a No Mod 1. It always gives you a chance, but with 4 minutes, how consistent it is. I mean, South Korea, they have some beastly aimers, especially Tuna with what he did on that hidden 1.
This is still something that you gotta play though, not something that is as simple as a coin flip. Russia has to prove their winning chances, and that it is not just a mirage in the desert. There is No Mod 1 against South Korea. 7k difference. Start ourselves off as we are just calmly being introduced to the kind of aim we'll see throughout this entire map. All gas, no brakes, pedal to the metal, and my keyboard with the first miss.
Brake won't matter too much, especially with Lexi 2S dropping a little bit early as well. Act deficit for my keyboard probably making more of a difference, but you can see already some big aim patterns, a little bit of tapping as well, but nothing too extreme. Everybody hitting that big horizontal. People mean business here. but it's a long one. 4 minutes. You need to be in for the long haul, and it takes unbelievable nerve control and aiming to get a combo that goes all the way. But Desuk going to be a big miss here, as Russia will lose that early lead.
Usually coming from my keyboard next to 2x, but that's basically down to a 4-3-3 for Russian Federation once more. Down to a 2 now as Vlados finds the miss. South Korea still ever so consistent, getting their suit and tie on, but Amame Kokoro finds the miss of his own as well. 3v2, 30k difference, not the end of the world just yet, but it is quite close for Russia currently as they are still playing from behind.
And with that break from Lex to 2S, it's now on Welter. Desuk losing that recovery. It's just Vlados on 200, and Welter needs to hold this FC, wants to give Russia a chance here. It's Tuna, Karcher both holding. My keyboard does lose that 600 combo, but South Korea is still up big here.
More of an interesting section now. Plenty of those rectangles, but flanked alongside Karcher, passing their mathematical class 950 combo. Geometry, everything, they are hitting them all. These bursts are nothing. Karcher finally goes down, but ladies and gentlemen, the freshness of the sea can be smelled through the screen. 1100 combo from Flying Tuna. Look up in the sky, ladies and gentlemen, he is still going up.
And Welter is doing the best, but no! Missing on that section of everything he could have missed on is so heartbreaking for Russia. And now they have no combos left. It's just Tuna with that uncontested FC. Amamiya Kokoro with the second biggest combo does find a miss, but Tuna might be doing enough here.
It's a team game, but Flying Tuna making it seem like a one-man job. Leading the charge, 1,400 combo, these jumps still looking really nice. Just another game in his daily life. 1,500 combo is still going. Oh my god, what?
I mean, this is just putting on a show at this point. We saw Chipori on that free mod 1. Put Russia in the grave on that pick, and Tuna is doing it here on the Snow Mod 1. They're almost 500k scoring the lead. This pick is already done and dusted, but can Tuna put exclamation mark does find the miss, unfortunately, but still 800k on this No Mod 1 is nothing to scoff at, as South Korea have just been going full tilt here.
800k from Flying Tuna, Karcher with a 700 combo alongside Amamiya 500. It's going to be a solid 530k lead, ladies and gentlemen, as South Korea takes their fifth, and as Russia potentially picking their last map in this OWC.
Oh man, I don't think we expected 6, maybe definitely give South Korea a advantage here, but Russia, they gotta make it not a sweep at the very least. It's a long road to go to the tiebreaker, but at least want to get 1 point on the board here, show that you mean business. They're gonna go for the no mod too, so staying in the lane of picking Floim heavy maps and a tapping map as well. But this is something they are very good at. They perform excellently in the qualifiers on the skill set, but with how South Korea has been playing, I don't know if they can lose blank tap.
Yeah, looking to be on a roll. Just straight away, Spirit is insanity. Going into this low map, I mean, we've seen what they can do on 3-1. Probably not going to be the same roster. That is a bit of a cut stream. This is just circular streams all across the 4 minutes and 38 seconds. This map will exist in everyone's screen. So Russia, they need to prove a point. They cannot go down to a sweep, and they will refuse to do so. This is number 2. This is going to be their last ditch effort.
Have to summon everything all of the tapping ability in your hands, all of the flow aim that you have in your disposal, and the mental fortitude to go the distance on a almost 5-minute long map.
Boy, this is gonna be tough though. Going into such a kind of this chain miss potential of a map when you're kind of down on your morale, but you gotta do what you gotta do when you're down 5 points. And they are very good at these kinds of streams. Just gotta believe in them to get their first point right here, right now. Everyone's coming in. Lexi2X, the Suit, Gamer, Walter for Russia, Almia, Legrissimo, Suyong, and Karcher for South Korea. Good luck, have fun.
And you know, sometimes when you're down 5-0 in a matchup like this, the road ahead is shrouded in fog. It can almost help with the nerves sometimes. And nerve control will be necessary for this. And the first, I want to say, third of this map is relatively easier. This map really, really picks up later. So it's the combo early on you really want to string together to have a solid score in this one.
Starting off, they're very clean for everyone, but the flow is coming in. Do not get swept up. 3k difference as everyone slowly but surely flowing down the stream. 250 combo. The river's still going and everyone's not running just yet. Accuracy looking ever so consistent, ever so sparkling. But the hard part is yet to come.
Nobody faltering, a good sign for both of these teams. It's going to pick up soon, dead even pretty much, but who's going to be the first to fall here?
Going into the first part, ladies and gentlemen, Legrissimo will be the first one to miss. Bit of a jump going into the massive stream. Russia still holding on the Quad FC, but can they keep it going? The spacing ever so brutal, ever so unforgiving, but South Korea is not looking for forgiveness, still holding a triple FC. Russia, however, they will be the judge of that. 3v4, 80k in the lead. Russia has an opportunity. Can they do so in this map?
Third of the map done, and Russia's still holding on to a massive 4-way, getting through that first difficult stream section. And here's the break here. Here is where the nerves are checked. As Legrissimo knows, and Karcher fighting a miss before that now gives Russia a huge combo lead as they have 4 FCs to 2 here.
The big string Lex2X, the first crack has shown by Russia, but it's a 2v3 situation. 200,000 in the lead, looking ever so competent, but he cannot miss just yet. Half of the map remains, plenty of streams to be done. Once again, going back into the danger zone. The Suk finding the first miss of his own. 2v2 right now for the
But Suyong loses the full combos traded by Welter. It's now just Amamiya Kokoro and Gamer with the remaining full combos. Karcher on the best recovery. Russia has a pretty big score lead at 200k, but Amamiya Kokoro loses that full combo, and now Gamer is the last man standing, looking to take Russia to their first point of the match, but he needs to hold on. Do not want to give South Korea any opportunity here.
Indeed. Karcher sneaking, working in the shadows. 700 combos still going on strong, but here comes the last PI section. This is the final jump, the final streams, the circles, ever so daunting. Such a mountain of tasks, but Gamer knows how to play dirty, knows how to get things done. 1,800 combo. Karcher is hitting it. Karcher is going on strong. Gamer finally goes down, but it does not matter. 250k in the lead in this number 2. Gamer first, the rest nowhere. Going into the ending section now as Russia going through their victory lap in this normal 2.
Russia showing they are still a team to be reckoned with. They are not going to let this go down in a sweep as this map closes out. Karcher looking like just that one drop in the middle could have potentially been a ridiculous score hitting the entire ending, but Russia have enough score to close it out here. That massive 800k from Gamer.
That's the first point on the board. Oh boy. 5-1. It is going to be very difficult. But there's signs of life in the side of Russia. Can they keep this going? This is gonna be quite an insane comeback to say the least. Miracles happen. Don't know if it's gonna happen today though. Still up in the air.
At least they have the start of what could be a long journey. Algrisimo saying, I'm never going to play No Mod 2 in a PC bang. Could be interesting circumstances for Algrisimo here. As South Korea have the next pick. And as we've been talking about the whole match, plenty of options here. Being something like that hidden 3, the free mod 3, even the no mod 4 here. And the free mod 4, all good choices. No mod 1 worked pretty well for them, but I think they probably want to avoid Hard Rock 1, the DT 1.
Very difficult situation right now. Again, hidden 3, free mod 3. Still on the menu, and South Korea definitely hungry for seconds. I do fear that Russia needs to kind of keep this miracle going. I really don't see any other picks other than hidden 3 straight up for South Korea. So after this,
I mean, this is the ridiculous head-to-head scoreline South Korea had on that hidden 3. I mean, Russia did pick the hidden 3 before, so maybe they have a much better score as a potential, but it's going to be the timeout. So they're thinking here.
Okay. Doing the strat where you kind of break your opponent's comeback momentum with a timeout. Very interesting. Actually, I don't know what they're thinking about, but this is definitely an interesting time nonetheless, though. I mean, in hindsight, to the spectators, to the casters, this is quite an obvious pick. Looking at the scoreline, the previous stats, the victory is there, but it seems they're hesitating away from it.
I mean, their alternatives could be what you said, to break your opponent's momentum, do a tactical timeout after your opponent's gotten a pick, make them lose their warm-up. Let's see if that makes a difference here.
Indeed. Precision, sadly, probably not going to be played by South Korea. It does not seem that they are willing to go into that. Would love to see a CS9's Pro Pascal's map.
Yeah, DT4 banger with the rarely seen CS9. It's not unusual in a tournament. You have to be that precise. Playing Osu for ants.
The microscope read. It's about to be a microbiology class. Still just chilling. I mean, oh, actually, we haven't been talking about number 4. Kinda really want to see that.
Yes.
Such a banger map, such a legendary map as well. Oh my god, I love that map.
He has a banger, and 100% could be another of South Korea's good options here. I believe their timeout is about to run out as they go into Hard Rock 2!
What?
They heard you! They heard
crazy.
you, Blank Tap! They heard you, and they said, you know what, Blank Tap, we got you. We're going the precision. Your prayers have been answered.
Stairway to the Universe going to be the snap, all with plenty of bursts spiced between South Korea. Definitely. This is quite an interesting thing to say. The CS6 0.76. Oh my god, 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, quite the quick one. And plenty of things have went wrong in such a quick map, that's for sure.
I mean, this map looks brutal to play. I mean, it's CS 6.8, but mechanically it's so difficult. Nothing too gimmicky in this one, but the precision you need for all of the aim sections. It hits 8 star rating with Hard Rock, which is very high for a precision map like this.
Indeed, Russia definitely plenty ready actually already. Bang! Dasuk Gamer Lexu 2X. Still in for one more and probably Walter can come in. Then there he is, Chibori Suyong. And 2 more inside of South Korea. Karcher definitely gonna show his beautiful face in the lobby. Though Chibori sadly he's gonna come out. Man, I mean, you know, insane performance on this Pre-1. I'm definitely interested to see him play even more.
You know, arrive late, get an FC, leave early. You know, have them wanting more. But yeah, as mentioned, Karcher coming in, flying Tuna, South Korea's best aim player, my keyboard. Very similar lineup as the Nomad 1. But here we go, as we get into 2 minutes 18, CS 6.8, very difficult aim consistency.
Good luck, have fun. South Korea, one step away until moving towards the finals round. Russia, one step away to go out the door. Plenty at stakes. Which of them wants to stay alive more? Going into our Hard Rock 2. Just a nice, comfortable slider in the beginning. But fun times is going to be over quite soon.
If there's ever a skill set you can pick to test your opponent's nerve control, it's a small circle map. Any tiny shake, any slight discomfort in your aim, you are gone. But nobody dropping in this more quiet earlier section where the map really picks up.
Plenty of pressure and Dasuk will be the first one to break. Suyong trades it out, a 3v3 situation, accuracy inside of South Korea. 18k difference, but it's going to increase as Lexi 2X finds his own miss. Russia in a bit of a back foot.
And it's a short map, so those misses are going to matter a lot as Gamer and Welter are holding on to the line for Russia here. Don't let it get too out of hand. South Korea still has that three-way, Karcher, Tuna, and my keyboard. Entering the halfway point, man, these players are popping up right now, but Tuna, Gamer,
oh, no.
Welter, Lexu, all gone.
What?
It's just Karcher. It's just Karcher left, just like that.
Indeed, for 100,000 individual score. No one to contest, no one to stop him. Karcher, the last man standing, 240k in the lead. A quarter of the map remains and he is still uncontested for the...
I mean, Dasuk is on a pretty good recovery, but with the score lead already for South Korea, almost approaching 300k, and Karcher is just putting up a masterclass, 99.5%, hitting all of these small circles, not dissuaded at all. Does find the miss, won't be the full combo, but I think Karcher has done enough to put Russia out as Dasuk tries their best, but I just don't think there's enough time, and there we go. Russia will lose to South Korea, putting up a dominating 6-1 performance here.
Indeed, beautiful score from Karcher there, 827k, 99% accuracy. And South Korea completes this round of semifinals 61. Good game and well played. Insane performance coming from them, very consistent overall. Just looking like they have no weakness whatsoever at any given point.
A massive improvement on this Hard Rock 2 from the last play. And yeah, I mean, you mentioned South Korea is so good on everything and having several different players to be the ones stepping up. And we saw Chipori on that free mod 1, Karcher there on that Hard Rock 2, Tuna several times. So having several options to all kind of carry is always great. As South Korea moves in to the final stage as they secure their top 6, so playing to their seeding. And they're going to have a great matchup next week as we see Poland, Canada coming up soon. The loser of that will be the one to face South Korea. But condolences to Russia. They had a good run, but South Korea just proved to be a bit too strong.
Yeah, definitely excited to see you. They are gonna go up again. So when's that matchup, by the way?
Should be actually later tonight. So I believe it's in about 4.5 hours. So stay tuned for that. If you're going to be up for it, that should be a banger. Poland versus Canada. But till then, it's been Vorty. It's been Blank Tap. We'll hopefully see you for that one.
Take care, boys. Bye bye.